Good morning, Hive fans. I can truly say this morning, it's a beautiful day here in Florida. Can't say it's an autumn day because we don't really have autumn in Florida. It's just an extension of summer. But the Hurricane Helene has passed and no damage in our area, so that's a good thing. I feel bad for those people over in the parts of Florida that took the direct hit. And all up through southeastern United States has got a lot of rain. So I feel for all those people. Welcome this morning. This is game 6 in the quarterfinal matchup between csigeee and rizeagain. Currently, it's 3 games to 2. csigeee is leading. So let's just take a quick look at while we're waiting for the combatants to come into the lobby and get started. Let's take a quick look at the bracket for the 2024 Hive Online World Championship knockouts. You can see that Judoka and Happy Kiwi have already punched their tickets to the semifinals and will be meeting up against one another. While the bottom half of the bracket, AE Norman 43 and SP Fish is tied. That match is tied. Uh, it will be continuing on Tuesday, October 1st. So I am hoping to be streaming that live as well. That will be game 5. Then game 6 will be the next day on the October 2nd. And if they have tie breaks, it'll be on October 3rd. So be watching for those live streams coming up. But this morning's live stream is between csigeee and rizeagain. Currently, csigeee leads 3 games to 2 and is playing white in game 6. But it'll be interesting. Let's take a quick look here. Because if you notice, let's go back over to here. This is my spreadsheet for the tournament. I've got the 5 games between rizeagain and csigeee highlighted in yellow. Black has won 3 out of the 5. So, does that portend well for Ben playing as rizeagain? We'll see. And it's interesting, the first 2 games, 162 and 115 moves, an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes, where game 4 was very quick. csigeee won in only 42 moves and only 34 minutes. So it will be interesting. Let's scroll over here to the right and let's take a look at what the openings look like. rizeagain playing white in game 4 opened with the pill bug. Other than that, both players, as is very typical, opened with ladybugs. 3 of the 5 games, and let's take a quick look. The second, let's go back, were buffered openings or extended openings. Game 2, it was both players were extended. Game 3, white was extended. Game 4, black was extended. So let's go back over here and take a look at if there's a relationship between black winning. So black won game 1, 3, and 4. Guess I need to set this up a little differently. Game 1, game 3, and game 4. So 2 of the 3 that were extended openings were won by white. With black and extended opening, white won both games. So that should be very interesting. So let's go back to the knockout table and we can see, here we go, csigeee and rizeagain moving forward into the second semifinal bracket. So the players, nope, haven't joined yet. Big Meep, my teammate Jack came in very briefly. Tower 50 from South America came in very briefly. So right now we have Dr. B's, that's Joel from Netherlands, and Lacey with a bunch of 5s, that's Laszlo from Hungary, very active in the Hungarian Hive Club. And they're working very hard on determining when the next European Hive Championship is going to be. It's going to more than likely be in Budapest, just like it was this past year. They'll be watching for that announcement as well. So we have just a little bit of time left before the combatants join. And remember, there is a 3-minute time delay. So what you're hearing is going to be 3 minutes delayed. So once the game starts, you'll be seeing 3 minutes of delay. And we've got 4 viewers joined already. So make sure you drop me a note. Let me know who you are, where you're from. We have had a couple new viewers comment recently. Actually, I had muted myself and someone had commented about that. So thank you very much for that. Plans are underway for the 2025 Online World Championship as well. The decision has been made that the top 8 from this tournament will receive invitations all directly into the World Championship. And then the other 24 will be determined by an open tournament. We're hoping that by the time that the tournament starts, we'll be able to play all the games on hivegame.com, the new Hive-specific website. So the lobby is getting filled. Rizeagain has joined and made a comment, can you give me a few minutes? And Oliver responded, hi, Ben, sure. So we're going to be a little bit late starting this morning, but that's not a big deal whatsoever. The lobby is getting full. Glad to see Hawk81. I hope all of his family is doing well. AE Norman 43, that's Alex, Rizeagain's teammate in the Hive Fair Play Cup. And of course, the Hive Fair Play Cup will be playing again next year. Watch for us, the Humble Hive Boys. Are we going to be playing again? Very, very interesting and fun format that the Hungarian Hive Club has put together for the Hive Fair Play Cup team tournament. And I'm not wearing the shirt right now, but I have a shirt given to me by the Tamanduas, the South American anteaters, for their world championship. Power 50, that's Carl, sent me that shirt. Thank you very much, Carl. So today I'm wearing the official Hive shirt sent to me by John Yanni. Thank you very much, John. So csigeee's in the room playing white, waiting for his opponent. That's Rizeagain. So it should be very exciting this morning. Are we going to have a quick knockdown, drag-out fight? We had a very interesting game the other day in the other quarterfinal match. Both players went into attack mode early. In fact, very rarely does this happen, but each player had an ant in reserve. I think I'm going to be doing a video on that. I just have to sit down and force myself to do that. So let's take a look at YouTube, see how many people we have. We have 3 viewers right now. Waiting for Rizeagain to join in game room 1. And it looks like we're going to have a crowd watching on board space, which is always encouraging. Of course, if you're new to Hive, check out the Discord server, Hive the Boardless Game. Lots of interesting information there, opportunities to let your opinions be known regarding certain things. All kinds of discussions about live tournament play around the world, online tournament play, puzzles, videos, all kinds of things at Hive the Boardless Game on Discord. And of course, this video is not actually brought to you by Fisherman's Friends Cough Drops, but I've been having some throat issues and some cough issues, so I keep my Fisherman's Friends Cough Drops ready. Just in case. Plus, I have a full glass of water. And what do you think? I have the option. I can turn sound on in the game room, and then you can actually hear the notification from board space when the players do something. Which do you like? Do you like the game room audio on or game room audio off? I can do it either way. In fact, we can click that off. And of course, note there's a link down below if you want to make a small cash contribution to my channel, buy me a coffee. You can also, if you're watching on YouTube, click down in the chat section, the little dollar icon. Okay, Ben has joined in Game Room 1, so we'll be playing here very shortly. So let's get the review room up. Okay, they're going very quickly, so let's see if I can get caught up. And I am going to turn sound on, guys. Okay, White Ladybug, interesting. Black Grasshopper was played. So we do have a little bit of, so rizeagain has elected a buffered opening. An interesting start by rizeagain, opening with the grasshopper, followed by the ladybug, by the then standard ladybug queen configuration, but you end up with this buffered queen. This is a CX queen configuration. You got to remember not to actually place anything until they hit the done button. And I've got my old man magnifying glass here so I can actually see the time on the window. So it's 20 plus 20. So obviously this early, there's no time problems. If black doesn't move the ant, it's going to get pinned, self-pinned against the queen. So Ben has to move it. And that's as good a spot as any, I think, is to pin that ant. Always looking at the possibility of placing it here, which then gives white the option of which bug to pin, which bug to leave pinned. Take a quick look in the lobby. So Hawk 81, Norman 43. We've got 7 people watching this morning. Dudders has just joined as a spectator. Let's take a look here. Let's shrink the width a little bit on that. Okay, the white spider comes in. This is one of the things that was, I will definitely do a video on it because the game this week really showed how an expert player can use spiders. The spider, a lot of people complain the spider is just a weak ant and try to make changes to it. But using spiders effectively is one of the things that really highlights the difference between the top quality players, top level players, and average players. And of course, the white spider, the term coined by Joe Schultz in the book Canon of Hive Groundwork, which if you haven't purchased it, there's a link down below. The white spider is an ambiguous spider. It can either do a pin replacement or pin the queen. And so what black does is it brings in a spider as an intercept. So now the spider can't attack the queen. And if the white looks to do a pin replacement, then black can just pin the ant. Interesting that both players have brought spiders in this early. And neither player has brought in the pill bug yet. Well, that's very interesting because csigeee could choke the queen. Frasco has joined in board race. csigeee could choke the queen by going to there, and then black does not have a good defensive spot to spawn the pill bug. So csigeee no doubt's looking at options. Both players have played fairly quickly here early on in the game, and csigeee looked like he's the first one to go into a deep think. If he continues with the pin replacement, then the ant gets pinned. If he goes with the false pin on the spider, that would give rizeagain the opportunity to bring the pill bug in. Or he could act with the ant. Don't forget, again, drop me a chat. Let me know who you are and where you're from. And if you've got Hive playing friends that might be interested, call them up. Military grade potato. Good morning. Okay, very quickly. The white spider pins the black spider and the pill bug comes in. Captain Jack from the Humble Hive Boys, that's Big Meep, has joined watching in the at board space. Placement of the pill bug also opens up a black beetle factory right there with a pin-proof spawn point for the for an opportunity for a beetle to come in. Okay, here comes the beetle attack. With only one black ant available, it looks like csigeee is going to get an ant. I'm sorry, is going to get a beetle up early. That is not necessarily 100% guaranteeing a victory, however. Wow, what in the world is going on here? I was in studio mode and I didn't realize that live the live screen wasn't available. You guys should have let me know that. Okay, a black ant comes in a spot where if white pins it, it provides a pre-swamp for the black ladybug. Welcome, Ethan. Okay, this is very interesting because csigeee has allowed black to choke off the white queen. So white's going to have trouble getting in their pill bug in defensive positions. Ethan, I have a brother-in-law in Crivets, which is an hour north of Green Bay. Mikhail Sturo. Hi, Sturek. How are you? Max Starapravo from Ukraine. Privet. And Mikhail did a typo, calls it Hello Candy. I'm sure that had to do with changing the keystrokes from the Cyrillic Russian alphabet to the English one. So is rizeagain going to begin a beetle attack, or is he going to defend? Let's take a look and see. No problem, Mikhail. So let's take a quick look at see what the options are here for black. Too many white ants available, although black does have white in a situation where it's going to be difficult for white to get the kill bug into place. Okay, opened up the beetle factory, or possibly. I've got to remember not to assume that until I hear the click and see the done button pressed. That could be a defensive beetle protecting against the white beetle approaching, because as an offensive beetle, it's not really beneficial yet because the white mosquito is still here protecting. If the beetle comes forward, the white mosquito will cover it. Oh, that's interesting. rizeagain's looking at placing the beetle there. Now, why would he place the beetle there? Placing the beetle there would allow white mosquito a quick, easy way of approaching. Then a possibility might be a black spider here, and then the spider could go 1, 2, 3 and attack the queen. And let's take a look at time. Gigi's at 16 minutes. rizeagain just past the 15-minute mark. Okay. Gigi wasted no time whatsoever in advancing his beetle. And yes, I'd completely forgotten that rizeagain had not yet played his mosquito. So he brings it in with ant power, pre-swamps the ladybug. So Mikhail says, hope that rizeagain wins this. Yes, it would, because then we'll go into tie breaks, and tie breaks can be extremely exciting. First round of tie breaks is 10 plus 10, But the further rounds are 3 plus 10, and they get very, very, very quick. With the pill bug not in play defensively, csigeee is going to have to be very aggressive or or bring the pill bug into play on offense. So the white ant pins the mosquito. Black's going to have to start it. Let's say black only has 4 bugs left in reserve. And as quite often happens in these games, if you're attacking and you're using a lot of bugs, your attack has to go through, because if your attack doesn't go through, then your opponent's going to have more than enough uh, pieces in reserve to counterattack and win. So I would think that rizeagain is going to have to bring something in an attacking position. Of course, if he moves the ladybug, then the white beetle can cover and the black beetle cannot recover. He moves this ant, of course, he leaves the. Oh, he's going to do it anyway. He attacks with the ladybug. Okay. Oh, he did. He attacked with the ladybug. Now, I would think the natural move here would be the beetle to cover the queen. Because if the beetle doesn't cover the queen, then this is a spawn point here. Judoka world champion Joe Schultz has just joined on board space. Look, see how many people we've got. 6 viewers. So csigeee no doubt is looking at what attacking opportunities does black have. So if the white beetle moves forward, black could spawn a bug here, but spawning a bug there doesn't give it a angle of attack to anything. Grasshopper could possibly have an angle of attack to the spot vacated by the ladybug, but it does provide a fill that releases the black beetle. So that's probably one of the things that, okay, he's going to go to there instead. And rizeagain had it look like he has it planned out. Grasshopper there. Frees the beetle, but it also frees this grasshopper to take a setup shot, forcing a response from white. Although he looked at it and decided against it. Nope, he did bring in a second grasshopper there. So that grasshopper does a bunch of different things. It frees the beetle. It provides an angle of attack to both of these kill spots if either one of them are vacated by the white bug. It frees this grasshopper to take move into a kill spot. Although interesting, if the grasshopper moves into this kill spot, mosquito moving away would free the queen and force black to respond. Black must keep up the aggression here, not allowing white the opportunity to bring in the pill bug. Although white could be aggressive with the pill bug, bring it in either of these two spawn points, either here or here. That would be very interesting. So 11 and a half, they're both between 11 and a half and 12 minutes, so time is not a problem right at the moment. So black also has the threat spawning either a grasshopper or a spider here, with an angle of attack there. White has all three ants and the mosquito free, but these two ants are pinning black bugs. This ant, if it moves, or this mosquito, if it moves, leaves behind a pinned bug. How does rizeagain continue with the attack? Probably bringing something here with an angle of attack to there. Would love to be able to read the minds of these top level players to see what they're thinking, what they're looking at. There's almost no question that if csigeee holds off and defends, he's going to counterattack and win because he's got so much in reserve and all three white ants are free. Now, one thing interesting is if black does elect to, if I pick up the right bug, bring something like a spider in here to attack to there, if the mosquito jumps out to defend, either grasshopper has angles of attack to this spot, but they also have an angle of attack to that spot. Yes, so that's so csigee's probably doing a lot of counting here to determine can he continue his attack or does he need to start playing some defense? We just passed the 7 minute mark for csigeee, so he's been on a 4 minute deep think. So Ethan, do you play on Board Game Arena or Hive Game or Board Space? Well, this is very interesting because does white want to allow black to climb up with the beetle? There are so many different options here. So, yeah, I was looking at that, Mikhail, about where is the white pill bug going to play. The white pill bug can't play defensively, so he's going to have to play it on an attack. He plays it here. Okay, white has made the decision. Takes a setup shot, forces black to respond with either the grasshopper or the beetle jumping out. Of course, if the grasshopper jumps out, then that is, well, I don't know, it may not be that. Yeah, that's, yeah, but the grasshopper jumps this direction. That leads, I think, to a very quick win by csigeee. So what happens if the beetle climbs forward? White attacks. So is rizeagain now that rizeagain is somewhat on the defensive, he's got to move. Well, he doesn't have to. I guess in theory he could play a block. He could play the block, but now only one or the other of these bugs would be free. And again, this grasshopper doesn't have a good angle unless it's taking the kill shot, because moving to there would free the mosquito. So if the black grasshopper jumps to there, forming a concentric ring, that could be, because then if white attacks, yeah, that looks like an interesting possibility of the grasshopper going to there. Because it keeps the ring intact, allows this grasshopper to have an angle of attack there, and also keeps the beetle free. So does csigeee have a method of okay, rizeagain plays the grasshopper here. This leaves the ring intact, puts a block on this space. So now csigeee has to keep the attack going. Breaks the ring, frees the queen. Interesting. Now what happens if the queen moves to here? Or does black spawn a grasshopper there? And it creates the same issue with this grasshopper with an angle of attack to this spawn point, frees the mosquito. And he did. He played the grasshopper there. It also frees the beetle. Grasshopper comes in, which does a couple different things. One is it anchors down the black pill bug and has an angle of attack to there. Of course, if the grasshopper jumps into here, then the ladybug has an angle of attack to take the kill shot. So if the grasshopper jumps to here, that leaves both of those bugs pinned. The beetle climbs to here. That shuts down the white beetle. I'm not going to try to predict what he's going to do. Okay, he's going to continue his attack with the spider. I knew that sooner or later the spider had to come in there. With this ant, if this ant pins it, it does free the mosquito, but that would unpre-swamp. Is there's word for that? Unpre-swamp the grasshopper. jumps in, forces a response. One of the two black bugs has to move because the ladybug has an angle of attack. Take the kill shot. Grasshopper could pin the ladybug. But black is quickly, if then, well, if the grasshopper jumps out, yeah, that's very interesting. Get everything back to where it belongs. So is Cheeky going to go the whole game without playing the pill bug? Maybe. Now again, let's take a look at jumping the grasshopper to there. Keeps the ring intact. The only way white can break the ring is with the grasshopper. Becoming very interesting. Let's take a look at timing. Both are under 4 minutes. You know, black's problem is going to be how do you get a bug into this spot? Because if the spider attacks, the grasshopper attacks, then black would have problems. Okay, I just need to keep talking out loud because rather than just thinking about these. Let's look at black's problem is going to be getting to that spot. The only bug he has available is a beetle. He could do that, but if the yeah, that's got to be the plan. Oh, that's interesting. The white ant left the mosquito pinned, and now black is moving forward. Okay, now let's look at black's attack chances. The beetle comes to here. White's got to shut the direct drop spot down. Well, this is going to be very interesting, and time is going to be of the essence. Jiggy's at less than 120. Rizeagain's a little bit less than 3.5. Does black have, well, it's a very complex situation. Okay, white uses the other ant to shut down. Okay, that's very interesting because if the grasshopper goes to there, oh wait, he's looking at this grasshopper going in. That's interesting. That grasshopper went in because you can't stop that grasshopper from going to there. Iggy's down to 30 seconds and counting. Okay, I've got to go. Black Queen is threatening to escape. He did not move. Yeah, he's got to attack with that. Oh, that's interesting as well because the ladybug can re-index to here, leaving a direct drop spot there. The other option would be Queen moving to there, freeing these two bugs. Nope, he moved the ladybug to there. Now Chiggy's back down to 30 seconds. Okay, he tried to fill, freeing the mosquito. I don't think he has any option but to cover it. Although if he doesn't, cover it, the Black Queen goes to there. Okay, he did cover it. And again, we're in the situation where if the black attack doesn't succeed, white is going to more than likely have enough in reserve. The black beetle can't come in. If it comes in, it gets immediately pinned. Once the black beetle comes in, the black doesn't have to worry about the direct drop anymore. Wow, this is getting exciting, down to the 37 seconds and counting. Yeah, black's just not going to be able to get enough bugs together to win. Roscoe says, pretty cool game. Yeah, it is a very good game. Let me take a quick glance over at the lobby, see how many people are watching. 10 people watching. Yep, I think csigeee now, just as long as he doesn't run out of time. Yep, his counterattack is coming. Grasshopper to here. Black ants are going to start having to defend, and once the black ants start having to defend, it's over. But if the grasshopper attacks, well, let's take a look. Grasshopper attacks, spider goes to there. Interesting. Down to 30 seconds for Rise Again. Getting right down to the nitty gritty here. Yeah, that frees the queen. That ends it. The black ladybug has to move. Yep, that it's over. The black ladybug has to move and can block one of the two setup shots. But once the black ladybug moves, then a white ant will move in. Wow, what a game. Wow, what a game. White never got his pill bug in play. This is one that's gonna definitely be worth a review. But I think there were some options in there that rizeagain could have played a little bit better at the very end there. But congratulations to csigeee. What a game. What a match. csigeee wins the match 4-2. Let's turn to csigeee said, thanks to the game, everything that I wanted to avoid today. And rizeagain says, that was the goal. It was a very interesting. Put me at, but rizeagain says, put me out of my comfort zone as well. Wow. What a game. The rizeagain says he handled it well. I think I missed the win, but I'm not sure. I think that's probably the case. I think there was a win in there at the very end, but down to less than a minute, you don't always have time to consider those kinds of things. So from now on, the semifinals will be 30 plus 30. So we'll have a little bit more time. What a great game. What a great match. Congratulations to csigeee for winning the quarterfinal match 4-2 and moving on to the semifinal. Now we only have one more match yet to play, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly Thursday of next week. So let's go back over and let's take a quick look at the tournament results. And we will put csigeee here. So 3 out of the 4 quarterfinals are done. We have Judoka playing Happy Kiwi, csigeee playing the winner of AE Norman 43 and SP Fish. It has been an exciting tournament play so far this year. So I appreciate everybody joining today. It's been a fantastic Saturday morning here. Make sure that my 3-minute delay. What a game. Congratulations to csigeee. So it was an exciting one this morning. I may have to spend the afternoon making videos. That's probably what my goal should be. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks to Military Grade Potato, Ethan from Wisconsin, for joining. And thanks for Max Stereprevo from Ukraine. I hope you're staying safe. And we appreciate Mikhail Sturo, plays under the name Sturek. So, Mikhail, we weren't able to see tie breaks today, but we did see an exciting game. What a game. Truly enjoyable. Let me write a congratulations to csigeee. Very interesting game. So, as always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. So, until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off. Have a great day.